Yeah.
Para una cita acá.
Phone sister kanike.
No sé.
Negative phone ya. I don't know where it is.
Oye, no voy a ir.
Uchero na ki chile. Upulela maka sister kanwa.
Oye.
Aku chile.
No va a ser la sala. No va a ser la sala.
Hey, you know what's so funny? I wanna get chile. I don't know your phone doing kano. I wanna homework. Well, practice amos. Dira something just school. Dira something just school. Ang pepe nga o. Ang pepe nga o for dula mo lawang walang.
Okay. In a spell. How can you draw?
Bila song wala Nelson. Song wala Nelson. Pencil. Pen. Pilong mo lagay. Asa ko na ko. Uno de pencil was school ng safe.
Sa was talo.
Belo ano yung de pencil jawa school. Saman ma pencil asiswa ko ta ko fal pepe. Saman ma pencil asiswa ko ta ko fal pepe. Shabuzet Gardin sa fela ba khutz limonate. Be right. Are you good? Are you good? I'm also nice. So, topic of the day. Bad friends lead to bad decisions, bad advices, you know. Good, when you have bad friends, everything seems to be bad. By the way, please, before I forget, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. When you've got bad friends, everything seems to be bad. But because you are within the circle, you won't see the badness in the bad that they're doing. I don't know if you understand. If you have bad friends, you won't see the badness in the bad. Yeah, I don't know if I make sense. I get about when you know a language, play with it as long as it makes sense. There's no error because of even the word it was discovered by someone. So long you can discover your own word, right? So hence I'm saying when you've got bad friends, it's hard for you to see the bad advices that they give you because of you are in that badness. Please subscribe and like share. For example, you like, let's say you are amongst the circle, you love, maybe you like, how can I put it? Maybe you love stealing, you won't see the badness in that because of everyone agrees to one thing. It's unlike, because of birds with the same feathers flock together. So that's why sometimes you realize how much you love a person when you are not in the relationship with that person. Or maybe let's say me and you were dating, and then we get to break up. It'll be hard for me to realize how much I love you up until we break up. Because of when you break up, you see things from a distance. When you are not in that bad friendship, you see the badness from a distance and you're able to extract and see whether this was bad, this was good. Because of when you're out, you are then now influenced. You are now opening your mind to a lot of things whereby you have opinions about that particular thing. Because of now, what happens is you have different inputs, not like when you're in that situation whereby everything you hear is bad. The advices, the choices, the opinions, they are bad. It's hard for you to see the badness in that because of you are inside. That's why they say sometimes give yourself some time. Help it. Don't fit who tlise ke tle ka make. I'm a teacher today.
I don't know how to write.
You don't know how to write?
Yes.
Why don't you know how to write?
Good copy certificate.
I don't know but just make a plan so that you write something. So why are you going to school if you don't know how to write? So which means your teachers are not teaching you anything. Because now you don't know, apparently you don't know how to write. Not even your name. And then which means you know how to write, Miss. I want to write numbers, it's fine. All up until 100. So as I was saying, guys, that it's hard for you to see the badness in whatever that you're doing, because of, as friends, we usually say that you know, you're my friend and I like you, I understand you, I love you as a friend. And I believe that what the advice that you would give me, it's even if it's not in my best interest, but you see the way you see it, you think your advice will help me because of you, my friend. So I believe that you as my friend, you should be able to advise me according to what you see, right? And for me as your friend also, I'll take it and I'll be like, no, actually it's from my friend, and I'll take it. For example, let's say you're my friend and I come to you and I'm like, my brother, I'm fighting with my woman, I'm fighting with my lady. Then when you're like, a dog, just break up with her. Just like that, just break up with her. And because you're my friend, I'll be like, no, clean, sharp. Then I go to my girlfriend, I'm like, yo, dog, it's over. Why it's over? Because of we are fighting. Now, what's better than that? How do you know that actually this friend is not good for me? This friend is actually, no, it's not make sure. That's why they always say that even if you're in a relationship, you're in a friendship, give yourself time to self-introspect, give yourself time to go back to the drawing board and check if whatever that you've put as your goals, whatever vision that you have, so which means that what you take from other people should be in line with your vision, right? But the problem is we lose ourselves because of we invest ourselves, we invest our energy in those people to a point that we don't even own any time to ourselves. We don't even own any energy for myself because of everything I say, everything I do should involve these people. Everywhere I go I should be with these people. You never get the time to kind of like look at your life and be like, you know what? Oh shit, actually, I should take a step back and kind of like do this and this, fix this and that. Because of, remember that for me and you to be in a relationship or in a friendship, we as people need to come together, right? So which means that apart from the friendship, there is me, there is you. And as us being people, we need to realign our values, our goals. You know, to say we need to talk about it as friends. Or okay, we are friends, dog. Why are we friends? Like, what should come out of this friendship that we have, me and you, right? We should be able to identify what we want from each other. We should be able to identify what is right and wrong. Because of if your friend is always right, my brother, you have a fake friend. If your friend always tells you that you're right in everything that you do, you've got a fake friend, my brother, because of no one is perfect. And as no one is perfect, we as people, we do mistakes, we are allowed to do mistakes. And hence we have friends, hence we've got people around us, we've got people who will correct us, people who tell us when we are wrong. And we should be tshwanetse re amogele gore say no, what's again, no, I was wrong and I should accept. And thank you so much as you being my friend. And because of now, you'll move out of the situation. But no man, I did this wrong. I did this. I should be able to fix that and that. Because of you had a true friend. You have a good friend who is able to tell you how wrong. But that friend right. And my brother, my sister, you've got a fake friend. I don't want to lie to you. You've got friends who are misleading you. Because of life is about learning. Like imagine life without us learning as people. What would happen? Anyone would think that everything they do is correct. Everything we do is perfect. But because of we are growing, that's why you start from being a child, you grow a teenager and then you become an adult and everything. It's life. It's like, that's why I always say, guys, to know and to learn about life, look at everyday or common situations. Like the example that I just gave right now. As a child, you start from being a child, right? You grow to being a teenager, you grow to being a young adult, you grow to being an adult. It's life. We are growing. So part of growing, which means that we have to learn. How do we learn? When I'm born as a child, what happens? I have to learn how to walk, I have to learn how to crawl, I have to learn how to sit, I have to learn how to speak. I can't just be like I'm born and then now I can speak. Shop. Chat copy. Was tiva ku copy ya ID rand. I must yeah, next time ya ID rand, ne? Yeah. Answara. So you learn how to talk, you learn how to walk. That's life. So which means that as people, we're not perfect, as people, no matter how much you know about something, but you are still learning. And hence it's important that the people that you surround yourself with should give you a platform to learn. Everyone should give yourself a platform to learn. Now, if you have a friend who doesn't want to be questioned, if when as a person you don't want to be questioned, then why are you living? Why? Uphilela ntoni? Uphilela eng if awuthi ubuthiwa wena? You don't want to be corrected. Amotola tembere, ne?
No?
Amotola tembere. If I'm corrective. That's why I say, as the title says, bad friends lead to bad decisions. Because of we believe most of what our friends say. We believe that most of what our friends say to us is we believe that what most of our friends say to us man. But now hence it's important to always know your purpose as a person. It's important for you to know yourself as a person, so that even when someone tells you this, you should be able to differentiate Khuraiman. That will not work for me. What you saying, that's not me, bro. Like, as a person, we have the capability of doing almost everything, but there's certain things we just cannot do. There's certain things you just can't, dog. Like, it won't work out for you, bro. Because of when God created us, everyone had a purpose. Everyone has had his or her own, purpose, or we're not low to a moment of us, so hence when I look out on level when I learn to save it means it's something that you can do as a person, but you're not allowed to do it. Because of, remember that everything that you do affects our spirits, affects our souls. Everything that we do starts from being. Do you believe in God? Yes, bro. Like, I do believe in God. Like, I do believe in God. Kylin Silent something. Thank you, amen. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Nicholas, I really do believe in God. And it's a very contradicting, no, not contradicting, but it's a very kind of like a controversial question to ask, because of the next question after that would be, hey, then who is God? Right? It's like, yes, dog, do you believe in something? Yes. And then what is that something? Right. So I really believe in God, and trust me, believe. That's why I say that everything that we do starts from our spirit, starts from spirituality, right? Everything. That's why I usually say that you can meet a person right now without even speaking to that person, but you already know the type of energy. But that only happens only when you have aligned your spirit, when you have recognized, when you have kind of like, how can I put it, when you have activated that part of you. Because of activating it means doing things that will be in line with what spirituality says. Nicholas, yeah, dog. I do read the Bible. And I believe the Bible. It's a point of reference, because of what is said in the Bible also happens in life. Right? That's why they say that the Bible is just a book of reference on how we should be living spiritually. Moyeng, kore it's ke melao bathini imigomo nempandelo lesinikiwe yona ukuthi siphile ngayo emoyeni. That's why the Bible's the 10 commandments. That's why the Bible will tell you a lot of things, right? It's a point of reference of how we should be living spirituality. Spirituality. What? So I do read the Bible, and it's very important to, when you read the Bible, don't read it as like, I want to believe in this, but take it as a point of reference, because of what is said in the Bible, like I said, also happens in life. Like it happens. People die because of it. Right? So back to my point. How do you know you've got a bad friend? How do you know you've got a bad friend? Remember, that's everything that is bad, everything that is so not good. It's evil, right? Evil into like, and where can we source evilness? We can also read the Bible. Egypt, Satan, evil spirits, right? Where do evil spirits come from? Like they always say that Satan was an angel, but because of he didn't follow the rules. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. He didn't follow the rules. So what he saw an opportunity that actually let let me go to F, because of that's where these people live. And what I can do is I can implement, I can be innovative in creating things that people believe in. Pilong. That's why nowadays it's so hard for someone to believe that there is spirituality, right? You want to believe in having to be given something for you to believe in that thing, that it's this thing because of Satan saw an opportunity and he was like, how do I how do I get these people? How do I get to own these people? Because of I was an angel, but what happened is I was chased away because of I didn't follow the rules. So how do I fight God? Right? I'll fight God through his children. Right? That's why also Jesus Christ said, he's not forcing anyone to believe in God, but he says, he who believes in him will be blessed. And he who believes in him will live an internal infinite life. I don't know if I'm putting it well, but he who believes in God will be blessed and will get to live forever, right? Living forever, I'm not saying that you live up until the hundreds, mama, but remember that when the body and the spirit disconnects, the spirit still lives. That's why we have situations of, you find that maybe there was an accident somewhere and bar motho body but motho la sa phela ra bosigo batho ba re bana dipoko, people see ghosts, right? Because of mothola o sa phela, right? Because of mothola still living, but now proper bargain my mind is lost. The protocol on how to take that person spiritually was not done properly, right? So I don't want to dive into that. By the way, I'm not a spiritual expert, guys. What I know is what I know, and you know what you know, and it's good for us to talk about these things. Now, I was talking about a bad friend. When someone advises you to do something, what happens before you act? Your instinct tells you that, hey man, this thing is bad. This thing, I can't do this thing. It's your instinct. It's the person in you. It's God is telling you, because of, remember that John 1 verse 1 says, in the beginning was the word was with God, and the word was God. And I always refer to you guys to this verses. Deuteronomy 32 verse 11 says that no one will be sent to go up in the mountains maranna kimole, right? So advice advice no man, this thing I write, man, I write, which means it's bad. That's why I get to distinguish between hore, I man, do I have good friends or bana go tla oh ska phima ka bala re go tla so like what kind of or no man, this person is not my friend. This person is not a good friend, because a good friend, you can tell from what you usually talk about, what they usually say to you, how, like, the type of conversations you have. You get to determine whether this friend is good for me or not, right? So, but guys, everything starts with us. Everything that happens in your life starts with you, right? You may have you may have a lot of people coming to advise you about different things, but if when you don't believe in that, you don't believe in it, right? It's your life, man. Like, it's your life. Hence, I always talk about things like it's important to always have constructive conversations with the people that you surround yourself with. What happens when you have constructive conversations is you get to understand life, you get to know what you have to do and what you don't have to do, and you get to understand the type of mindsets that the people whom you call your friends, the type of mindset they have. Because of it's important for me to know what you think, how you think. Remember that there is the mind, but the mindset the mindset is a different thing from the mind. And I remember saying this, that you when you um when you have friends, what you usually talk about is what will build within you. When you are with people, what you usually talk about is what will stick in your mind. So which means that what you usually hear from your friends will influence the type of mindset that you have. So which means that even if you are not with them, but whatever that they used to talk about with you, it's stuck with you. So you use that, it will be used as a point of reference for with everything that you say. Right. Hence I say it's important to always note, or it's important to always have constructive conversations with the people around you, because of what happens with constructive conversations is we get to understand and put our pride aside to say, guys, you know what, I'm wrong in this. Okay, because of we talked about this, I get to realize my mistakes. We get to learn about life, because life is about learning, life is about growth. So if we're told, if when I think that whatever that you think is what should be done, or it's how we should live, we have a big problem, my friend. Une-jive enkulu kabi jo. Because of empilweni kumele ufunde, urude jo. You have to listen, you have to talk. Even in this generation, dog, we have a lot of problems. But we shy away from talking about them because of maybe they don't suit our personal agendas. Now, there are flops that if you were to come to me and talk about it with me, I would accept and be like, hey, you know what, dog, I'm actually wrong, right? And accept, and I'm like, because of I've been around people who believe in having constructive conversation. You get to understand what you should do and what you should not do, and the people that you should surround yourself with. I can't be surrounding myself with people who always tell me about history or how they used to live. It's like we're living in the past. Why don't you love put over here when we never talk about Excel dog. I have an idea. What do you think, Excel dog? There is today I saw this thing, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, what, like we get, like we're having a conversation, Out on biography how biography how it lang direleng history how it lang because of we're living for the future, not living for the past.